Well, hello, everybody. It's been a minute since I've been on live. I was gonna take a little bit longer break, but to be quite honest, my channel couldn't handle me not being live. So I said, "Go on, girl, go live. You got some makeup on. Let's go live." And we'll see if anybody sees if I'm on live, and if not, that's fine. And then I'll just, turn it off, and delete it. But right now, I'm going live. So I was saw something, and so I wanted to talk about it. And hi, Pat. Yes, I'm doing a live. Yes, I am. I decided that, you know, hi Mario, hi Dion, hi Sabrina. I decided that I was allowing hi Jen, that I was allowing people to stop me from doing what the fuck I do. So I had to regroup for a minute and come back as Lulu. Because just, I'm not even going to go deep into this, but here's what I am going to say. It's my motherfucking channel. And it was about, there was, I take ownership because, hey, D'Angelo, because I started a conversation, but it really wasn't as bad as it was made out to me to be. But I will honor anybody being upset, right? I will honor anybody who feels offended by something, but I will also say that with offense, there's some, hey, mama, um, there has to be some, what's the word I want to say? There has to be tolerance on both ends. So if you see somebody saying something that it seems a little intolerant or problematic, and it bothers you, then you should take that moment to use it as a teachable moment to explain your side of it. Now, if they continue to be intolerant, um, then that's on them. But also understand that everybody ain't going to accept you and how you live and everything. Here's what I'm going to say. I understand that because I'm a black person. I'm a black woman. So I understand when I walk out these streets, ain't everybody going to like me just because by virtue of the color of my skin. So guess what? The shit happens all the time. And everybody needs to start getting some fucking skin on their backs. Nothing against anybody in their feelings, but then you also need to honor other people's feelings and understand that other people got feelings too, not just you. It's a whole lot of shit. But anyway, I'm letting that shit go. So I'm done. But then what I said is that to myself, I said, self, this your channel. And everybody ain't gonna like you. People gonna get mad at you. Shit, they been getting mad at me all this time. So, oh well. Don't like me, don't fucking like me. At this point, it don't matter. Life will go on. It'll heal before I get married. All that good shit. So how y'all been? Because I want to talk about I got a specific conversation I want to have. So I wanted to see what y'all thoughts were on it. So let's talk about it. So here's what I'm talking about. I'm in a group. It's a decorating group. And there was a Coco Chanel. There was some reference to Coco Chanel. Now, don't get me wrong. I've used quotes of Coco Chanel because she got some nice quotes, right? Woman should be two things: classy and fabulous. You know, stop beating on the wall thinking you're gonna turn into a door, right? Hi, Christine. So anyway, within this conversation, somebody said, I don't, they basically said that she was a Nazi sympathizer and said, and if she didn't like, the Jewish people, she damn sure didn't like, hey, Coco, she damn straight didn't like black folks. So why we always talking about her, right? So I said, self, you need to go check this out. Let's find out if this is true. And there is truth to this. Okay, there's some truth to this. So let me tell you what it is. So because you got the Wikipedia version and all this stuff, but I went on biography.com and looked it up and saw what they said about it. And it is true. But let me say how it works and what I read and my take on it. Not to say there's anything good with what she did, but I don't think of her as a Nazi sympathizer. She was a Nazi opportunist. That's what Coco Chanel did. She was an opportunist. So let me tell you why I'm saying this, and then I'm gonna get into this whole cancel culture thing because they're like, right, we supporting Coco Chanel. So let me just go and say what it said and what my take on it is. So here's what happened. Coco Chanel, she was yeah. Hey Drea. So here's the things that were happening. So there was a couple of things that was happening. The first thing was that France was occupied by the Germans. So the Germans were in control of France at the time, right? So what happened is that apparently the first thing was that she had a nephew that was in the concentration. It was in a prisoner of war camp, a German prisoner of war camp. She wanted to get him out. So she started dating somebody high up in the Nazi regime or whatever, who was in France. That was one reason. Then also, by being with the Nazis, she kept her standard of living. She didn't have to move out of the Ritz. She was still, she didn't suffer at all. That's the one. So that was one thing they said she was looking for. She was trying to get her nephew out of the prison camp. The other thing is that she was trying to, here's one of the biggest opportunist moment was, okay, so her company was funded and began by this Jewish business that was in Germany. They backed her, and they owned like 60 or 70% of her company. Well, they said she was like, well, shit. They confiscating their property, so she wanted to get back her ownership of her company by getting them to give her back the ownership of her company. That was it. So they wanted her to do some spying stuff because, of course, before all this happened, she was dating somebody in England, somebody really big. I think it was Westminster or somebody. But anyway, she was dating somebody who was in government or big over there. Hi, Miss V. So they wanted her to do something. I forget what they said, but anyway, she got a whole code name and everything. She went to, I think it's Spain. So she went to Spain and then, did whatever they asked her to. They were trying to get her to pass on some misinformation, I think it was, or maybe get some information. I can't remember which way it was at that point. So she went and did whatever they said. I guess they were happy with it. Thank you, V. And then went and, they released her nephew. War goes on. Now, somehow, then she found out, the other thing is, then she found out she couldn't get her company back because the German Jews had already left and came to America, but they had transferred their company to somebody else, so it couldn't be touched. So she couldn't get it. Then there was something else that toward the end, I think it said her friend was imprisoned or something about a friend. Hi, Courtney. Hi. Right. So, then there was like a friend. They wanted her to get this friend of hers to pass this misinformation on. And I forget what they were giving her and the friend or whatever, but they go to Spain to pass on this misinformation, but the friend drops a dime. Yeah. They drop a dime on her, right? And so then somehow she got out of it, comes back to France, and the war is over soon. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Patricia. So the war is over, and this is done. Now, for some reason, It never came up. So then, like in the 50s, um, in the 50s, that's when she came back and started her, restarted her company. And, we know she's been around for, still to this day, the company is around. So I'm saying this because I want to say cancel culture, because these women were in there like, yeah, all these people using Chanel and blah blah blah. Okay, so let's just talk about this for a second. And I was sitting there thinking, I said, but wait, because once I saw that, oh, this is for real. Here's my thoughts on it. Coco Chanel dead. Coco Chanel is dead. So what are you gonna cancel on her? So if you cancel wearing Chanel or buying Chanel or anything, you're not canceling her. You're helping to cancel people's jobs right now in this moment. And I don't even, did she even have any kids? I mean, I don't even know that part. I had to look that up. But it's like, what do you? And I'm sure Chanel is owned by a larger company by now. It might be under LVMH. I'm not sure. But who you hurting by canceling that? Don't get me wrong. I believe that certain things, when companies do bullshit, you should cancel them. H&M, the coolest monkey in the jungle. Fuck you, my grandson. I would never buy that. Right? But to be, hi Shanna, to be talking about you're going to do cancel culture on that. I mean, yes, that's fucked up, But like I said, reading it, I said, oh, she wasn't necessarily a sympathizer. She was an opportunist and a survivor. Right, Alicia, thank you. With that same mindset, most of our wardrobe would be gone. Hell, most of the things we own would be gone if that was the case, So, but I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing with that? What are we doing? We gonna cancel what? She was just working. Listen, she a woman. She's a woman. It was let's be honest. It was the times she was in. Right. Think about it. This was a woman on her own. She trying to survive through this horrendous time in history. How many of us could say that in some general or whoever of the people who are in power, you not gonna do what you gotta do? And the reason why we really don't know is hasn't really come up. That's why it's like everybody's like, oh, it's not. Hi, Latasha. No, not a lot of people know this. Is because there was a German officer who was going to write his memoirs and put her in it because he knew, he was involved with that, right? And she came and took care of him and his family to make sure that basically in exchange, he wiped her out of the memoir. Because that's why it's never really been talked about, because it's kind of been, she wiped that shit as much as she could. Listen, girlfriend used what she had. She used the POP and survived and was trying to get her shit done while it was, because at that point, it looked like at that point, Germany was winning. The Nazis were winning. So she like, look, I'm gonna have to deal with these motherfuckers. Not saying she was right, but just thinking about the time that she was in. I mean, can we fault her to the point that we like, oh, because like I said, she was not a sympathizer. From everything they said, she just basically was working with what she could do. She was using, she was using that POP to get some shit done. That's what she was trying to get done the whole time. She was using the POP to get some shit done. And it didn't even say, they didn't even have, there's only like 2 incidents that they have with her. So it's probably, so it wasn't like she was out there, recruiting, and they don't have all that kind of information on her. But maybe she did do more. Who knows? But at this point, who are you canceling if you're saying canceling Coco Chanel? But okay, so Courtney, I'm gonna give you that. So hey cousin. So I'm just asking though, who are we canceling? And let me say this. Dupes. Let's just have this real conversation. We don't know until we hear something about somebody that they've said anything or anything like that. So you can buy dupes all day. Who you buying it from? It's probably, you might be buying it from somebody who don't like your ass either. Not saying this in reference to you, Courtney, but I'm saying in general, the only time we know something is if it comes out. Do you know how much is done and said under the, in behind the closed doors that we don't know? So yeah, you have to make your decisions on what you're gonna do. Like I said, H&M, that shit was just out there. So okay, I'm not gonna buy your shit no more. But that happens all the time. And so if you're gonna draw the line on things like that, textiles and sewing might be in our future, or making your own fragrances or something might be in your future, because let's be honest, like Mario said, major corporations, there's all kind of dirt that that's been hidden, or we find out about. And at this point, Chanel is under the umbrella, if I'm not mistaken, LVMH, but I could be wrong. So this is under an umbrella company anyway. It's run by directors and everything. Who's to say? Right. So how do we know these things? So where do we? If you choose to, that's fine. If you say, okay, I don't support her because this company, because of this, but understand that things will come out. So how far, how deep do we have to go? How deep do we have to go to say we're not doing it? So either we figure out ways to use things ourselves or create things ourselves, but ultimately we still have to buy supplies, things like that, raw materials. How your raw material supplier is feeling you? They could just be smiling in your face because you making a big order and be like, I can't stand them motherfuckers. It's layers to what's out here. And sadly, that's the truth of it. It's layers that's out here. So it ain't, there's no, there, I don't necessarily, there's an absolute for all of this. Not saying that Coco Chanel, uh, right, right, yeah, yeah, yeah. But then how does it collapse uh, from cancel culture? Because then by collapsing it, we're not just collapsing them, we're collapsing all of the layers underneath those people. And guess what? Here's the thing about that. Let's say, for instance, Coco Chanel got a son or something, right? It's alive right now. He fine. The people who gonna be bad is the people who work for them underneath there, the salespeople, the people in the factories, right? Um, then those are the people who are really going to be affected. So saying that we're going to cancel corporation, this, that, and the other, sometimes you got to look at the layers that are involved. So yes, sometimes some things do need to be shut down. Sometimes we have to make a statement, but the statement is not just to this one person. The statement is to these huge companies, because these are no longer individuals. Like when Coco Chanel was first starting, right after this, when she was coming back out, okay, if they had canceled her, that would make that would have made sense, because it primarily would have been her. It would have been hurting her personally. But at this point, she ain't even alive. So you can cancel it all day. It ain't changed the fact that she made, she had this multi-million-dollar company. It's not going to change. Now, what it can do is change our perception of these people. Because of course, now I'm going to look at, I'm like, Coco, okay. But honestly, reading her story, I don't think of it as her being a sympathizer, because there were sympathizers, people who were actually out there foot stomping for those causes. Right. And that's it, Tracy. The if anything happens, they got golden parachutes. They got golden parachutes. So they're going to be fine. It's the people, the workers underneath there are the ones that are going to suffer. It's not going to be the ones, like for instance, something was said that Guerlain said recently. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't, I might not buy your shit, here, but when you think about it, yes, this person made this statement. Yes, he ain't shit. But I promise you, he he ain't got that much. When you really think about it, CEOs and shit they have nothing to do with the day-to-day running of the business. And so the day-to-day people are the ones that are going to suffer. And if anything happens, because like you said, they're going to walk away. They're going to be paid. So the cancel culture is quite interesting. And when you start looking at it like that, it's like, who we canceling? Now, like for instance, when you talk about stars, celebrities, yes, you are canceling them because it is directly affecting them. Now, they might have some staff behind them that works for them, but that's only a few people normally, and those staff can find jobs because it's not that many being impacted. But when you're talking about multinational entities, you're talking about thousands of people being affected if they're canceled in an effective way. You know what I'm saying? In an effective way. Not saying like, somebody say, oh, we're going to cancel you, and it really don't happen. But in an effective way, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. So I just, that was in my head. Now, I actually have talked about that on a video, but I don't know if I'm putting up the video yet. Who knows? So that was my thoughts on it. I'm done. So how y'all doing? I know that's kind of... You trying to cancel your landlord? You about to buy you a place, ain't you, Mario? Go on, man. Go on, man. Buy that place. Buy that place. Any questions for me? This one time I'm gonna throw that shit out there. Y'all got some questions for me? Y'all got some questions? Because I ain't that transparent. Oh my goodness, I could tickle myself sometimes. Tickle myself. Oh, thank you. Oh man. Oh, I might be taking a nap in a few. I don't think I'm even gonna stay on that long today. I'm just gonna do a quickie. How much did you cut off? Hold up. You cut your hair? How much did you cut off? Now, let me tell y'all. And I'm going to tell y'all this too. Well, thank you. So I had a party last night, right? I had a party over here. I had a charcuterie night. I had a charcuterie night at my house. Charcuterie and wine. I tried to vlog it for y'all. Honestly, I tried to vlog. Okay, 3 instances you can deal with. Hey, Melissa. I tried to vlog it, but I'm coming to the rapid conclusion that I am not a vlogger. She cut 3 inches off her hair. I am not a vlogger. So I was doing okay, and then I got started. Right, that's a trend for you, because you cut your hair, you need to be saying 18 inches, then I'll be impressed. So I was just talking. So I was trying to vlog, and I was so good while I was by myself, kind of slowly working. I turn it on and say some stuff. And then I got caught up in doing stuff, and it was over. The vlogging stopped. It was a wrap. Nothing else happened. I know. It was nothing else happening, and that was that. And I'm saying that to say I admire vloggers, because keeping up and making sure you got the camera and saying something into the camera, so when I started putting the charcuterie table together, the island together, oh yeah, none of that was filmed. None of that was filmed. I do have pictures. I will, in this video that I did, I will be putting pictures of it. It was opulent. I'll tell y'all some of the stuff that was on it though. It was an opulent charcuterie board. So it was the island. We did the island. So let me say, one of my friends, she made a salad, but she did it like a board. So it was really pretty. She did that. I made a kind of truffle cheese spread kind of stuff. That was so good. Black truffle. Um, right. So it was night. That was that. We had pesto gouda, manchego. I had an goat cheese rolled in everything, bagel seasoning, and then a blueberry vanilla one. I had some Wensleydales. Hey, Mark. I had a couple of Wensleydales. Um, what else did I have? You gotta have cheddar, so I had some cheddar. And then I never put out the prosciutto. My friend made smoked the salmon. Donnie smoked some salmon for me. I had what else did we have on there? Oh, and then you got nuts and things like that. Oh, and I made a cheese. I found some crab meat in my refrigerator. I don't know where that came from. Hi, Clarissa. Um, I did a cheesy crab dip. I called myself baking a brie and messed it up. Oh my goodness. I messed up the whole brie, but that's okay because it's in my refrigerator. And I'm gonna heat that baby up and I'm gonna eat me some baked brie. So I got that. And I think that, oh, and then I made chicken and shrimp. And then one of my friends brought over bacon wrapped shrimp. Bacon wrapped shrimp. That's all I'm gonna say. What else? And a lot of other stuff is, matter of fact, there's a whole bunch of stuff in my house. One girl brought a birthday cake, but I had already gotten an Italian birthday cake. So I had an Italian birthday cake, um, which was fabulous. And there's still some left. And I'm mad because I don't want to eat anymore, but the shit is so good. It's so full of nuts. It's like that Italian wedding cake is like nuts with a little frosting. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Whew. Yeah, it was awesome. And my friend makes pasta salad. Everybody loves it. She makes pasta. And then lots of wine. Lots of wine. I mean, I still got some. Now, like the cake was so thick. Like that last little piece is just like a whole bunch of stuff in a bowl, right? Oh, I love Italian wedding soup too. Yes, yes, yes. So this on my eyes is Sweet Talk by ColourPop. I actually just did a palettes, my go-to palettes. So this palette is in the video. So I'm trying to be a little more balanced. So let me ask y'all this. Would y'all want me to do this? Hell, I'm bored right now. I need to do it now. I got some new rings. What kind of wine? My favorite is Pinot Noir. I'm a Pinot Noir drinker. Pinot Noir. If y'all don't know, that's from Kimmy Schmidt. Yeah, so my favorite next Cabernet Sauvignon. I like reds. I like reds. I don't like Merlot. I don't like Malbec. That Malbec's okay. I'm just not. I like Tempranillos better. I like Riojas better for Spanish wines. Yeah, good champagne, a little bubbly, some sparkling. Yes, a little sparkly in your life. Prosecco was nice. I'm not. I mean, prosecco is just an Italian sparkling. So yeah, I drink it. I drink. I like. My friend has got me. Donnie has got me into cavas. She likes cavas, which are Spanish sparklings. So I've been drinking some cavas. Matter of fact, I got one in the refrigerator. You know. But then somebody, I be like, do y'all know who I am? Somebody, oh, I do love the 19 Crimes. You talking about the Scoop. I really like the Snoop one. That Snoop 19 Crimes is good. Um, so I be like, did somebody don't know me? Somebody brought me some Merlot, but that's okay because I cook with Merlot. Because if whenever I get Whenever somebody leaves me something like Merlot, that becomes my cooking wine because I ain't gonna drink it. So I think I got that, and then I have somebody wrote me, get this. I'm like, clearly you don't know what I drink when it comes to wine. Somebody brought me some blueberry wine and some passion fruit wine. Now the passion fruit wine I'm gonna use in sangria. I'm like, well, I guess the blueberry wine gonna be in a red sangria. Yeah, it's a red blend. It's a red cabby red, I think it's called. But yeah, so I was like, you know, I mean, you gonna get me some blueberry wine, some passion fruit wine. Yeah, exactly. Merlot is definitely, yeah, it's definitely to like tenderize a little steak, you know. Yeah, if you're doing a roast, I always put it in there. I am a little sleepy. Yes, I am. No lie. I haven't taken my nap yet because I got up. Well, G Son slept over. Then I got up and I said, "Let me film early," because I sometimes I have the best intentions of like filming and stuff, and I don't get to it. So, oh, Treya, I want to come. I want to go to Napa. Um, I'll have the best intentions and it don't happen. So I'm trying to be better. You know, I really got to work on scheduling things and working on things like that. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah. Hi, Chantel. Who I know. I know. And well, they trying to open up America like damn fools. You about to have the second cup of coffee? Yeah, when I get off of here, I'm gonna have that second nap. I'm gonna have that first nap of the day with a glass of water, with some more water. I'm have some water and a nap. Why? Okay, that's why. Okay. So yeah, that's that. Oh, I gotta put some out. Um, right, exactly. You know, so I have 9 bottles right now in the house. You know, but like I said, one I live for naps. Naps, kids be fighting naps. You get older, you want your nap. And especially since I ain't gonna have my nap time no more now that I go back to work. Okay. So I'm gonna be working on some stuff around here. I am trying to be a little more. Oh, but I gotta do this ring declutter. So I guess I should film it. But see, that's something that I'll do here because really ring declutter ain't nobody gonna watch that shit. Let's just do it now because I'm tired of looking at these rings because I got some new rings. And I'm on this. Let me get rid of some shit that I ain't using no more. So we're going to go through these rings. Let me be right back. The only time I went to Napa was when I was young. I was like 15 riding a bus through Napa. I've never been there and drank. But yeah, because I'll tell y'all what I'm doing. Hold on. Oh, shit. Right. These all earrings and stuff. Yeah. Okay, so here was the deal with this ring declutter. Do y'all remember when this little cocktail ring thing was really big and we were all wearing these like big gaudy cocktail rings? Well, I went through a phase with them. And yeah, I need to get rid of some. What is this? Why do I have stuff just all over? I gotta clear out my shit better. And the thing is that my taste has changed. What kind of went back? You did some old foundation? Yes. Hi, Sarah. Okay, so I just got these 2 new rings right here. My seller in India is back with decent prices. So I got this ring and then I got this ring. So good, 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 good. So I'm gonna go. So I need to. So I got all these like costume rings that I really don't wear anymore. So I'll show you the rings I wear, and some of y'all know because you see them on my hands all the time. I don't know where my other ring is though. Oh, there she is. Okay, so these are the rings I got on today. So these are my actual rings that I wear. Of course, this is one of my rings that I wear. Okay, so that's a ring. This is a ring. Main reason why is because it's copper and carnelian. Copper is very good, you know, conducts, it brings good energy. Carnelian for creativity and everything. And then this is a copper ring this one lady makes. I need to clean it though. You see how dirty that damn thing is? I need to clean it. So that's one ring. All right. Then these rings, I do need to go through these too. Okay. So these are my other rings. This ring right here. Now these ain't going nowhere. I forgot I had this ring, but I love this ring. This ring right here. So these are all silver and gemstones that I bought. And then this one right here. Is this a bigger one? I don't know. So this one right here is kind of big on my finger right now. This one, of course, because I know y'all have seen this wave too many times on my channel. That one. This one. Now my fingers is a little, well, I don't know, they're feeling kind of good today. Then I got this one right here, which is a favorite. This one, I haven't been wearing this one recently. Does she need to be clean? No, she's clean. All right. Now when we get into these other ones, I don't want to hear nothing. I won't hear nothing about what the hell was you thinking. So this one, of course, this one, I got some more rings sitting around here. Okay, this one. This one, which is my Hamsa. Love this ring. I want another one like that. And this one. So, you know, pretty much a lot. I want to get a couple more. I just want some silver band like rings though. I do need some silver band. I always have a hard time buying rings because my fingers are kind of small. So anyway, now let's go into these. Now this one actually looks pretty good again. Okay, so this is one that when I was going, I used to yes, oh shit. Okay, so I used to go and buy some from China, which I learned my lesson from. Don't buy sterling silver for China because that shit ain't always sterling silver. So this one, I guess it is because I was able to clean it and it still looks good. So this is a sterling silver one. Okay, so that's okay. Like this one, for instance, this is not sterling silver. It was silver plated. And the reason why I know this is because the plating is coming off right up in there. Right? So that was thing. And like this one, I don't know. This one might be silver. It's just really tarnished and I can't get the tarnish off. But this is a cute one too. So, you know, these are the ones that I will probably be keeping. Well, no, these are all the ones I'm keeping. So those go into my tarnish bag. Now let's talk about these other ones that I'm about to toss. Be nice and gentle with me now. Now let's go through the Barbie rings. The Barbie rings. Not to be followed up with the princess rings. And not only do I have that one, but I have another one. In case I needed a black and pink princess. In case, do I have another? And then, of course, then I got the black Barbie. See where I'm going with this now? Y'all see where I'm going with this? Now y'all see why I need to declutter. Because I'm like, what are you going to do with these rings, Louise? You're not wearing these things. Hey, Danny. You know, no, absolutely not. Okay, so there's that. Now, look how cheap this ring. This is one of them like adjustable rings. So what do we think about this one? It's actually cute. But I don't know if I haven't worn this in forever, but it's actually kind of cute. This was kind of cute. What y'all think? Put this to the side for a second. Put this to the side for a second. This one we know is out of here. Look at this mess. What made me buy this ring? Okay, so we're gonna keep this one. Okay, but the jury is out, y'all. Didn't say nothing about the Barbie and the princess ring. Should I get rid of those? Okay, so this one is definitely out. This is hideous. Hi, Anicia. Hi, Smoochery. This is not cute at all. This ain't cute at all. That one's out of here. This one is terrible. And the main reason why is because it's huge. I can't even wear it on my thumb. It's so big. This thing is huge. Huge. No. This one is not cute to me at all either. No. Mm-mm. I don't know what size it is. It's about a 7. So, no. Now, let's go with this one. I put them on my fingers so you can see what they look like. No. I'm not going to wear this again. So we can get rid of that one. See, Clarissa. And then, now this one is kind of cute. I don't know if I'm going to wear it again, though. The princess and Barbie. Look, and I used to wear them both. I would wear Barbie on one hand and princess on the other. You could tell me shit, right? That thing, no, no, it would be vintage. Okay, it would be vintage if it wasn't made like this. This ain't vintage. It's vintage looking, right? This one, no. Both Barbie and princess. Now look at this one. Keep this one. Get rid of this one. Okay, so this is what we got. Get rid of this one. Keep this one. I mean, it could be worn sometimes. It's like a statement cocktail ring. So we're all in accords that Barbie and Princess have to go. Okay. Right? This one we get rid of. Swirly flowers we can get rid of. Look at this. I think I was supposed to be giving this as a present to something, you know, like in a gift bag or some crazy shit. Look at this ugly ring. Oh my goodness, this is hideous. You say keep both? Okay. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Well, look what I found in here. Oh, look at this. I have a bunch of these too. When I was doing parties and I would give away this kind of stuff in gift bags. So I got a bunch of like little sparkly pens. Okay, this one, y'all are gonna be like, if you don't throw that shit away. uh, okay, Chantel, you like it? Let me put this inside. You had it there. Have it. Okay. Yes, it's a lipstick with lips. No. No, no. Then I got this one, the little heart, the heart's little purse thing. What the hell? Okay. All right, that one's out. Oh, I forgot about this ring. I'm glad I found it. Look at here. This is my regular ring. This ain't going nowhere. This is supposed to be in the bag with the other rings. This is one of my favorites. It's mother of pearl. Okay, so put that in there. Yeah. All right, next up. No, you really gotta look at it good, Anisha. It's not that good in person. This is one of these. These are my big, but these have to be on the middle finger because they're so big. I kind of like these though. I wear these like in the summer. You know what? I'm wearing a little funny, funky outfit, but I don't wear them by themselves. I like these. I have, look, I got a yellow one. I got a yellow one, and I have an orange one. They're staying. They're staying. Okay. Oh, here's another one of my regular rings too. See, I've been lost and stuff. Hi, Sandra. Then this is one of my regular rings, my blue topaz. Let me put that in this thing so I can keep up with them. Oh, and then I got this one. I forgot I had this one. This is like another one of my big gaudy rings. But I like this too. I think I got another one. Yep, I got a blue one. So I got a blue one. So I like these two. These are real fun. Those are fun. I got to keep those. Okay, yeah, this is going. And for a while, I like this ring. But look at this. Look at this. No, I'm not wearing it. It's got to go. No, 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 no. Got to go. Got to go. Okay, now this one, we're just going to call this Pearly Garden. Pearly Garden. We're going to call this one Pearly Garden. That can go too. Y'all ready, y'all? Y'all sure I can't keep this one? Here's another. Hi, Deidre. Another Barbie ring. Let's see how this one looks. This is kind of pretty. I'm gonna have to clean this one and see how this looks. This is kind of pretty. That one can stay. Oh, y'all ready for this one? Good. Have a great day, Courtney. This one. Oh, but in case you don't like that color, I have it in purple. Hi, Ouija. How are you? So yeah, those are out of here. Just so you know, this one doesn't work for me. This is, I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't like this one. Got to get that triple heart going. Now this one is, oh, okay. So this is an interesting ring, don't you think? But in case you don't find it, and just in case that's too light, I have it in a deeper color too. Hi, Nanny. Just in case, just in case, just in case. I'm just saying. These are kind of interesting though. Right? See, I like it in the darker. This one doesn't quite work on my skin, but I'm gonna hold them both though, because I might give them to somebody. No. No to the big pink flower thing. Nope. Say no to the big pink flower thing. Say no to the purple thingy. The purple flower thingy. I'm not opening this up to make it fit. Let me see. Say no to the purple flower thingy. Some of them I had them small. I was like, let's put it over here. Okay, so now that's a good idea because I'm sure I'm not gonna wear these things. Okay, then there's that. I might give the princess and Barbie ones to my friend's daughter because she'll like these. So I'm gonna put those. They're just not gonna be worn on my hand. Now let me show y'all this one. Apparently, I like flowers. Apparently, I love a good flower. I love a good flower. Hi, Beverly. Thank you. Not anymore. And the only reason I'm getting rid of them because I haven't worn these things in forever. Now I have these two. What else is this? This is, oh, you know what this is? Let me show y'all this. Do y'all remember when these were kind of out? Was the ring that looks like your nail? Don't kill me, y'all. Don't kill me. Don't kill me for that one. Right? And then these two. These are cute, but I never wear them. So I'm going to get rid of these. Because these are just like this really cute band. Thank you, Ijeoma. Thank you. So these are kind of like a cute band. So we got that. Now I got all of these. I know I'm not going to wear these. These are wooden rings. I don't like any of them. You see? Remember, these are old. Oh, I did want one. Okay. These are all wood rings. I don't like them. Yes, the gold nails. Yes, yes. And then this one is super. Well, we talked about Coco Chanel. She was, she did work for the Nazis. And then I have these plastic rings. Some of them I'm going to keep, some of them I'm going to give away. And I'll show you what they are. I got to keep that one because somebody gave it to me. Then I got these plastic rings that are like this types. I like these because these are good for layering. I mean, they're like good for a look. So that's a good one for a look. A lot of times I like to wear 3 rings, right? So I like a nice basic black one. See, that looks nice on the hand. A nice little basic black. And then I have this pink one. This one's smaller. So I had a pink one. I mean, I got a whole bunch of these. I think I'm going to just keep, I don't know. Do I need a zebra print ring? Do I need a zebra print? So I'm going to keep all of these because these are kind of cute. Right. I like flowers too. I do. Yeah, but I might keep these little zebra print ones. Okay. And then, see, like the plain colors, I like those a lot. Because you can just, wear yeah. But I like the plain colors a lot. Because these work well with wearing with other stuff. Okay. So I'm about to get rid of all of these right there. I don't need them. Because honestly, I pretty much wear my silver ones. What I wear most of the time is my silver rings. I just grab these because these are like my everyday go-to rings. But I probably need to wear some more of those because I've literally, is it just me? If you literally, I've had gotten some rings just fall off my hand. Don't you hate that when you're wearing a ring and it just flies off your hand and you never see it again? Yeah. All right, y'all. I've been on for about an hour. I know it's been a while since, and it really wasn't. It wasn't even a week that I wasn't on. But I think in the YouTube world, 5 days is like 2 months. In the YouTube world, 5 days is like 2 months. Look, I'm about to get ready to take my nap. Let me tell you how good of a party it was last night at my house, and you can understand this. I looked at my friends. I said, "Ooh, I just pulled my eyelash off." Thank you. Right? I was actually I was. Um, I was gonna stay for about 2 weeks and chill for 2 weeks, but I was checking my analytics, baby, and my shit was suffering. Um, oh yeah, yeah, that I could see you being all upset about Coco. Um, so it feels like forever. Well, then thank y'all, because that means y'all really like me. Y'all really like me. Um, so I'm going to yeah, but see, as I said early on my mini rants in the beginning, I had to really think about things, and I had to stop letting. I know you see that because my hair is getting caught in it. My hair is caught in it. Yeah, my hair got caught in it and lifted it. Bullshit. That's okay for now. For a few minutes, I'm gonna be on. I had to stop letting people be in my head and make me make changes or whatever. No shade or anything, but it's just got to do what I got to do for. And so that was the decision I had to make, and so I'm okay now because I was a little I was a little upset, not because of what was said, because let me say this: what was said was not as bad as I thought it was. I thought it was huge when it wasn't as huge as I thought it was. I could have handled it if someone had said something, could have been addressed. Because sometimes, and this is just in general, sometimes we can be a little sensitive based on where we sit in reference to something, and so we take it really hard. Not saying that it's wrong or right, because you have to honor however people feel at that moment, and I will always do that, because it's the right thing to do, because I can't tell you how to feel about something. Conversely, you can't tell me how to feel about something. So there's the converse of that. No matter, yes, you have your feelings, so I should honor them, but you should also honor mine in a situation. And whether that's the situation or not. And I think people lose sight of that because it's all about them and their world. We as people have to understand that the world does not revolve around us. We all got our own worlds revolving. And so, and they will collide at times. The reality is that some things can be a teachable moment, because some people might be right, exactly, Coco, because you because sometimes people aren't being terrible, they're just being misinformed or unaware, right? So sometimes we can say things in our unawareness that offend somebody. Well, instead of just stewing in your offense, take a moment, because maybe that person didn't mean it that way and didn't understand how it could create offense. So sometimes just speak the words instead of sitting in your anger for no reason. See, and that's the truth, or your anger or your hurts or whatever you have going on. Like, for instance, real talk, when I was going through that shit with my ex-husband, every time I saw a couple, I was so angry. I was like, this motherfuckers, he probably cheating. You know, all kind of shit used to go through. They ain't gonna last. Well, I didn't say those things. I felt them, but I understood that was my feeling. Like if somebody was saying something or they was, had an argument and they got back together, I'd be like, this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But that was about me. That wasn't about them. And so I did not project my issues. Um, right. Exactly. So understand that sometimes everything ain't somebody trying to offend you. Right. Yes, exactly. Because sometimes Deidre, thank you. And it is very hard to not offend somebody because so much has now become offensive. Not saying that something should not be offensive, but just like we were saying, like for instance, we were talking about the Purple Rain um, movie, right? Well, things that they did in that movie, you can't do today in a movie because it would be very offensive. People be like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? That's what we would be. But then it was fine. It was okay to do those things. Now it wouldn't be. Why? Because we have learned and grown and said, oh, that shit ain't right. We have learned and grown. So give people the chance to learn and grow without being offended because they're not at your place in this continuum of growth. They're not where you are, but they could get there. And even if they don't, that's their choice. Now, should you allow them to keep offending you? Absolutely not. But you at least should give them the time, the first time that you are offended by them, a chance to teach them or find out, was they really trying to be offensive, just didn't know, or maybe you heard it wrong. That's all. Before we go into that. Yeah. So I had to, look at that and say, you know, you know, that's what's so, and I have to take right. It's all about speaking up. Like when girlfriend came into my live and wanted to talk about some stuff about Black Lives Matters, killed somebody. I taught her in that moment. Now I might have taught her a little angrier than some moments, but I taught her in that moment. You know, right? Now I probably wasn't as respectful as I could have been, but in that moment, I taught her. I taught her in that moment. No, let me handle this with you, and I didn't let it linger because. And let me say this, and that was a person I knew it wasn't gonna really make that much difference to, because I know her politics and all that other bullshit that the rhetoric that has been coming out of this person's mouth. But if something happens and it's like one time, give people a chance. Give people the chance to rectify it if they choose to. Now, if you try to explain something and then they keep going at it, then okay, they ain't that person. You check them off accordingly and keep it moving. Because we can't change people. We can't change how people think. I mean, we can change how people think, but only if they want to change. Right. And that too. So if I am saying something and you're on here with me and it offends you, then say something. Now you ain't got to go off and bitch whatever, but say something right then. That was kind of offensive. And then we can have that conversation about why. If you feel somebody has said something offensive in the chat, say something. Hey, that was kind of offensive. Then I can roll into that and say, so what's going on? What happened? What made you feel that way? Because always everybody has a right to their feelings in whatever situation. But by saying that, you allow the dialogue to at least begin. Now, if the other person is not there for it, then we know, or I know, or if I've said it. Because listen, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it real clear. I'm an offensive hoe. I ain't perfect. I work hard not to say some of the ignorant shit that be in my head and has been known to come out. I mean, we had a whole conversation about men and bitch dogs. That's the kind of shit that comes out of my mouth. But see, here's the difference. That was cute and funny. I probably could have offended somebody, but I won't know I offended you until then. Now, is it going to change my perspective on it? Probably not, because that's just the way I feel. But at least you said it, And I'll say okay, and if you, I'll be like, okay, now I won't do that again, because I ain't trying to offend. No, I ain't trying to make nobody feel bad. That's not my intention. But you cannot like my rude, ignorant ass on everything else. You can't like me being my rude, ignorant ass as long as it's in line with with what you believe. You got to know that this is who I am, and sometimes I'm gonna be rude and ignorant. So correct me, because I got Archie Bunker ways, y'all. I don't know. I don't know if y'all caught that, but I have Archie Bunker ways. I could have been on All in the Family. I could have been his illegitimate half black daughter. I'm just saying, I could have been that. I could have been on there. I could have been that when he slipped, when Archie slipped into some black. So, hi, Healthy Sense. So I'm just putting that out there for y'all. So if something is offensive though, for real, say something. Just say something. Just open your mouth. It's okay. Because I'm not gonna be offended if I'm not, I mean, hell, I had people call me streetwalker on here. Shit happens. Right. Exactly, Sandra. Now sometimes I do know I'm being offensive and I just roll with my offense. And that's the truth of it too. I mean, because I'm a sexist, so I'll tell anybody I'm sexist. The way I think about men and women is very sexist. So I'm just letting y'all know I'm sexist. I ain't in the middle of the ground. I ain't everything unisex. I ain't that person. I'm sexist. So if that is, I'm just being honest, you know. So that's all. All right, y'all. I'm about to take this nap. Not because I can get on a roll and be on here talking shit for the next 30 minutes. So I'm gonna take this nap I need to take. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a great day. The lives will be back. Now let me just be honest. I gotta study. I got some exams coming up, licensing exams. So my lives won't be as prolific, but I will try to make sure that I do things like, I'm put in videos. So I'm trying to have a balance of videos and lives. So make sure y'all watching everything. Make sure y'all watching everything. That's all. I said all that to say make sure y'all watching everything. See you later.